Hey guys, hope you're doing well. That's slightly off of that big pile of snails. I finally got everything set up on the smart switches and things. I mean, the ones that I own right now that are working. So I don't have to unplug pumps anymore. Just oh, it's literally right in front of me. You know what those snails are on? Dropped. I dropped one of those crispy cave things from. I got it from the Garden of Eden. Oh, they all fell off. Dang. But that's what they're eating. Just go drop this in the tank with shrimp in it. Well, Moose is in. How you doing, man? Long time no see. Should fix that glare. Sorry, guys. Ian's right over here. The flagfish. No, that didn't fix all of it. Go get a bigger towel. Will this work? Let's see. That's pretty good. It's not all of the reflection. Block's a good number. Sour cream, not cottage cheese. And it's got a couple snails in it right now. I thought I was going to pull more snails out. That's good. It's always rough, man. It can be such a hassle to deal with, and like you said, I use the same tools in every tank and everything. What's the trick, Skitty? Teach us your grandson's ways. Yeah, though I will say there's a lot of stuff you can mix with sour cream that makes it pretty tasty. I could have mixed like French onion dip or something in it and be eaten with chips. Speaking of, I should probably eat something. Thank you, Jenna, for reminding me to take care of myself. You know what else I can do, though? I can bring chat with me instead of walking away with both phones over here. By take care of myself, I mean give myself a little bit more poison to get through the day a little bit longer. How many do you have in that tank, Moose? You ever put food in it? Put like some pellets in the net on the bottom. I dropped it on. Lost a bag on my bike. But I used to have this really cheap net with a wire handle, and I had bent it so that the handle was sort of like a T, if that makes sense, or an L. And then I would lift straight up with it like that. Or the 2-net game can be fun too. When you get both arms in the tank. Here, I'll let you guys see some reflection. You get both arms in the tank and you're like digging in there with 2 nets. That can be really fun. Sketty, we don't talk about that. Be the fish when netting. Yeah, Craig needs to go to the doctor too. What did you have? What did you have for breakfast? If you want to live, you have to come with me. Sarah Connor. There's this remote control submarine that has a little camera on it. And you wouldn't need the camera to use a submarine to like net fish, which is illegal. In the vast majority of states, if you're talking about fishing, using a drone for fishing or for baiting or anything like that is against the law. You can sometimes do it for observation purposes. Like you can chum the water so that you can count what kind of fish show up. But you cannot fish if you're doing that. No, Myrtle is Sarah Connor. He's someday going to birth. The leader of the resistance. Craig, if you went to a doctor for your knee, No, I have not. What is this called? I'm going to Google it. I'm going to sully my search engine results. Octopus. Oh, that's cool. I got to go. Interesting. There's a treat. There's like a. Do you ever just like start typing things and get distracted with what Google thinks you're going to search? Google knows me too well. Octopus robot. I'm seeing some like nature stuff from 2023, so that's probably what it is. Yeah, so there's this really tiny one that is totally viable to use in your aquarium with a camera on it, but it's Japan only product. So bringing it into the US is prohibitively expensive for what you're getting out of it. Like, I think it doesn't even have a rechargeable. I don't think it has a rechargeable battery in it. I think it takes like triplet or something like that. But I want it, I just don't want to pay like $150 for a crappy little RC toy, you know? Okay. We're going to commit some sins. Robotic spy octopus. Oh, I skipped. But he's like, I don't want to get eaten by a shark. I'm going to hide in this pipe with a coconut on my head. Is that what you were talking about, Amisa? I wish I'd known that when I was 14. Good luck. I don't, man. Like, I'm not saying we do a better job than Octopus would, but I do kind of enjoy being the apex uh species on the planet, you know what I mean? Dominant, whatever you want to call it. Like, I benefit a lot from society, and if octopus lived really long, like, who knows what they would have come up with, you know? They'd be making semiconductors in the undersea vents. Let me hunt down. What was it called? I'm trying to find. Okay. This is the one that I'm looking for. It's called the Submariner. It's by CCP. They're a division of Bandai. But I'm trying to find it. Here we go. Oh, by C-Peep. That's the other company you'll see it distributed by. Check this out. Oh, by C-Peep. That's the other. Oh, gross. Ew. Echo. Not photos. Videos. Check this out. This guy put these. Rotate on. I would say that that's pretty good footage. You know what I mean? Like, sure, it's kind of shaky. But he is driving it around inside the tank. And the footage from it is better than some, like, IP cameras I've gotten and stuff like that. You know what I mean? People are always giving away cichlids. What you up to? Come here. What are you screaming for? All you ever want to do is yell and shout. Yeah, you want to look at the fish? Here. All right. Cat tax. Everybody always demands it. Ooh, dropping shit. I want to try pistos really bad. They're definitely up there on my list. As far as cichlids, I wouldn't call them like. Usually, when people are talking about cichlids, they're talking about African cichlids. If they're saying like, "I'm getting rid of my cichlids," and they say generic cichlids, usually they're talking about African cichlids. If somebody has South American cichlids, they typically specify South American. In my experience, right? Not all fish keepers. You know what I'm saying? Where are you going? And why are you using your claws? Fucking gremlins. Oh, man. Well, enough crotch shot. Let's get you guys pointed back at the fish. Those are pretty. I guess they've got kind of a lot of color variation. This is what Amisa's talking about. I don't really have the whole like share screen, etc., when I'm working with two phones. I don't think. Pretty sure StreamYard does not have. Nah, it doesn't let me do any of that stuff. Boring. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, geek. They're like way too expensive for you know how many other things I could buy than uh battery powered RC toy that uses an SD card or something and doesn't like I can't even live stream with it. I would have to edit geek. I would have to edit videos. Geek. Come on. Oh man. I edited one video and I got copyright claimed on it because I used the music that I was supposed to use in it. So, whatever. Never gonna edit a video again. I got burned. You did pretty good though. That was a good video. I made sure to watch that before Riko's stream this morning. I said, Riko's gonna stream for a couple hours. He can I don't have to be there at the very beginning of the stream. I can watch Moose's thing. Yep. Yep. The automated way is like, that stuff's frustrating. But Terry, I appreciate the subscription, but I'm pretty sure now it's not 420 anymore. Jesus, Terry. Jesus Christ. You pushed me over. Like, I had such a nice number there. Thank you. Thanks for the sub. Copyright claims from the GoPro and Insta. Yeah, that's pretty much. I was using like just some app, and it said that I trusted whatever blurb I read in there that was like, yeah, these ones are free and fair to use. Thanks, Steven. Yeah, who wants to break that streak? Hey, Kenny. That one is the kinked spine. But I'm pretty sure he's getting bullied less. Well, all their dorsal fins still look really rough, but their tails don't have as many bites out of them as they used to. It's hard because this guy is an asshole. Wherever he went, swam away as soon as I put the camera on him. Yeah, you want to make sure you sand those edges though. At least in my case, they've been cut for me, but they are not. They're not nice edges. You know, you want to like sand and maybe bevel them if you can, round them off. It's doing okay. It's okay. We can go over there. We've got time. You can see a mess. You don't have to. I can do Inception instead. So, up there, we got grow bed and stuff. I've got another grow light on the ceiling. Let's see how long it takes. There we go. And they're daisy chained together. And then down there is the sump. There's a power head in there moving stuff around. I just don't know it's not moving much right now. Maybe I should hit that. As always, a big fucking pile of snails somewhere or other. All right, let's tighten this back up. Ooh. Fat pinch of slip for you guys. Hey, Fishion, how you doing? Fishing. God damn it. I'm trying, man. All right, Skitty. Here. I was still hungry after my cereal, and now I'm eating bacon and beans that I made the other day. And I have a giant, made a big pot of beans. And it doesn't look tasty, but it is tasty. How can bacon and beans taste bad? Yeah, Moose, this is it kind of does, man. It looks worse when the fat is like congealed on the top. Is there a trick for that, by the way? Is there a trick to like not have the fat when you make soup and stuff, the fat from whatever meat or whatever you cook in there? Is there a trick for to get that out? So last week, Moose, it's kind of hard to see, but there's like a little pocket here, and you can see where I was stabbing with the tweezers through the soil, but the slug was down here. And spoon. No, Boots, I want somebody to tell me to use like cornstarch or something, and it'll work as an emulsifier. Like I want to know what the magic ingredient is that will make the fat stick to the other things in the soup instead of separating out. But yeah, I added more soil in. You can see there's like other layers, and Ian gave me just an insane amount of various kinds of vow and things like that. Oop. Pygmy Cory floating around, hovering. Move that out of the way so you can. So much glare, guys. Sorry. There we go. I don't think slugs are aliens. I think slugs are not snails. They're shellless snails. And I know that that's not correct. But you know what? They're all mollusks or something, I think. We call slugs fairies at my house. There you go. Slug is kind of a gross word. Like, I get it. Gross is maybe, I don't know the right word for what I mean, but like, you saying I need to get rid of all the fat in the soup? How are pygmy Corys so cute, though? Like, they're just like regular Corys, but they swim out in the open and they're cute. That's probably because there's a mix of like a dozen kinds of beans in that sketty, and also there's black beans in there and green French green lentils or something like that, both of which are pretty dark. Some of them are nice. This one's not nice. I got some kink spines up top there. I need to be better about culling and whatnot. Because one of the defining, like, every mollusk that doesn't have a shell is like, no, if you're not specking into shell when you like start a mollusk build, then what are you even doing? Let's be honest, it's their strongest trait. I do that with regular bacon grease and things. If I'm not using it to cook with. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I spun it around. Let's see if I can get the angle right. I spun it around and now it's moving more. I still need to get that dialed in better, but every time I get it dialed in, I don't know, something goes wrong. Gets icky. That thing there, where is my finger at? There we go. That thing is a one of those crispy caves from Glass Garden. Here we go. Crispy caves. And so far the snails like them more than the like 10 shrimp that are left in this tank. Hey Jenny, stay safe in the storm. That's always sketchy. I'm hoping that we don't get too stormy here. It's been windy the last few days and kind of rough. Well, I didn't realize how bad that glare was. I can turn this off, actually. Helps a little. Scared me. That'll work. Sorta, yeah. That's not too bad. 25-mile-per-hour sustained winds with harder gusting and freezing rain. The freezing rain, man, that's what's going to actually take your power out. Sit over here where you can't see me eat in the reflection. Yikes. I don't have those be air driven, Moose. I run them. You might be thinking of someone else. If you are thinking of air driven box filters, but I do internal filters with the hang on the back. Yeah, reheating it is usually what I do, Boots. Thank you for doing some research, though. Oh, yikes. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to put my hand on the screen. I know New Local Austin does DIY box filters too. All right. You're going to get a rare chance to see Lucy because she's decided to come visit in the storage room that is a big mess right now. Hi. Are you a pretty baby? Let me pet you, you weirdo. Where you going? Where you going? Weirdo. She acts like she's never been in here before every time I open it up. Hey, Jeff. Be safe. You know, drive crash, don't fast. All that stuff. It's really sketchy, Boots. I would hate living out there. I used to live out in Cornelius, and it was pretty. It's pretty rough, windy, out in the farm fields like that. You'd come around a corner, and there would be. You'd come around the corner, and the trees would disappear, and you'd just get hit by the wind. Troutdale. Sounds about right. Anywhere along the anywhere like that. Man, I need to stop trying to talk while I'm eating. So, I guess I didn't articulate this earlier, but theoretically, my idea, if you use some sort of binder or emulsifier, so how you do it in a roux is you add flour to the butter before. Maybe that's how you would have to do it when you cook your bacon and stuff. You'd have to add a bunch of flour and stir that up to make a gravy. Because then probably a chemical reaction happens there or something. But my idea behind being oh, I wish that it would be mixed into the awesome, Nathan. That's good. What do you have to say, baby girl? Those are skills. Those are definitely skills. Eggs and ramen. Now that's now we're cooking with gas. Did I unmod you? I saw that I was clicking something, and it was like go to channel, and I was like no, and I clicked off of that. Hey Pink Rose, welcome in. I'm actually probably about to end the stream soon. Give it a few minutes. I know we still got 26 people here, so if anybody wants, I can do that link-a-dink thing, send it through if someone else wants to go live. I mean, Boots Cuts, when's the last time you went live? You're present enough in the chat that you can't be that busy. This is a peer pressure moment. That's a blonde person problem, isn't it? What did I miss, Nathan? Where's the beginning of this? If no one does a live, I may jump up in 30 minutes or so. Just got home, need to eat and get the dog settled. Well, eat fast, Nathan. Have fun, Mo. Stay safe. Stormy out there. I don't know about on your side. This is true. I'm gonna figure out. I saw where you do it at some point. It doesn't matter because I don't think anybody is going to jump up. Oh, rough, man. I mean, I can change that moose. I already did it to Boots once. No. No, we got... Whoa. It's a funny angle here. We got a table with a bunch of pots and a mug. But you're probably seeing... Oh, I got this all jacked up now. Hold on. There we go. So you're seeing shrimp food, an old springtail culture, a pot, Zoomid spirulina, flakes. Thanks. I was surprised when it was as big as it was. I got it for a significantly smaller jar. This was it was said 9 inches. That is not 9 inches. Oh man, I don't have a tape measure in here right now, but yeah, I got a significantly larger piece of wood, and so I was like, "Did you measure from the base?" Is that what you want to see now, Moose? You haven't been around for a while, so I guess I can show you everything. I put this up on Vibes, I think. not that it's anybody's job to remember shit about what I do or say. Get some palm view now. I bought this new table like a week ago, and it's pretty stable now that I got all this weight on it. Like, it's pretty stable. I have a black sheep, but the cats I used to stream in front of this privacy screen. Black sheep. Oh, with the reflections. But yeah, Moose. I've mentioned it before, but the none of the insects are still alive in here. They've all passed away. Most of them got stuck. Turn this line on, does that help? Not really. Turn this light on, does that help? Probably not. It's probably gonna make it worse. Brighter is worse, but too dim is not dim enough. There we go. It's probably about as good as we're gonna get. If I get close enough for the to work. But the bugs would like climb around in this stuff. And then they would consistently end up. Why is there still so much reflection? They'd end up down in these plastic bits and they'd get stuck and they wouldn't be able to find their way back up for air. But in general, it's like looking pretty good. I'm liking how it turned out on this little table out here. Probably talking super quiet. This Venus flytrap is coming up to flower, I think. Oh, Matt, you can make fun of my tanks all you want, bro. I know that yours look better than mine do. I don't know what ended up in there. Something. Oh, here we go. Here, Moose, a treat. But this is probably my favorite setup so far. It's not even, I don't even have it on air right now. I've got sponge filters and stuff, if you guys remember me building that tank. But yeah, that's those setups. And then my other two micro setups are not looking super hot. So I guess we can go over them before I end the stream really quick, though. Nobody else is going live, are they? The jars are doing all right. I need to make a short on this one. I think I'm going to do it in like 3-4 days because it should be 20. Whoops. Sorry, you're just looking at a wall. Should be, I think it was 26 yesterday. So if I do 30 days, I can do a follow-up for that short I made that was like moss versus mold. Because I can't really lift the moss off that well. Whoops. But what I can lift off, there's no mold underneath. Yeah, I only use distilled water or RO in that tank. I probably need to take those guppy coals or Endler coals out of it. But that was just the easiest place for me to put them. But so I think I can conclusively say that the moss has solved that. I've also got oh yeah, you'll like this, Moose. Check it out. I got my fogger on a Casa Wi-Fi plug. No upcoming lives found. Thank you, Zenger, for clicking the buttons. And then this Opa Ula tank is, you guys all know what's going on with that. How it's not sufficiently stable or something. Keep measuring different parameters, trying to figure out what's killing them. But my mangrove's looking good, and so I'm just going to kind of stop adding livestock for a little bit until I get this up to full salinity, and then I'll maybe try some more hermit crabs. But my mangroves are looking really cool. Still no like leagues or even real protrusions up top here yet. Some of the macroalgae that I added are still alive in there. I've got them tucked into different spots, and I added a second pump to make it have more flow. But yeah. But yeah, I've got, let me check. I have it set on timers to be on for like 30 minutes a time, 3 times a day. I think that's probably contributing to killing the mold too, but I'm just trying to keep the moss alive and also not boil anything. Looks like there are still some, there's too much light to show you, but looks like there are still some Malaysian trumpet snails and stuff in there. But not a ton else. Though, look at those crypt rates. Those are reaching really far down. That's nice. All right. Well, it's 12:30. I got to start getting ready for work. Make sure that I have a lunch packed and everything. Thanks for hanging out with me. All those nasty snails. The Corys are still eating. Why did that make it so much worse? Have a wonderful day. Bye.